Alright, welcome back guys. Starting at a new save in a game called Universe Horizons. Just recently came out, so it's pretty new. Let's get right into it, I guess. Starting off up here, I noticed we got two buttons. Explore currently doesn't seem to do anything, but Engineer seems to bring up an Upgrade tab. So in this Upgrade tab, right now we're only upgraded to adjust main engine speed, and we just pay distance, I guess. So right now we have like about 40, and this only requires 10. So we'll buy that, and 2 times, and 3 times, we can get that. It looks like it doesn't take our distance, it actually just requires that. So we can even get another one. And I've noticed a new button down here called Silicon tab. I guess let's click that. And this looks very complicated. So apparently we click or hover over the moving light green square to gain silicon. So I'm guessing this one. We can just put our mouse on that and we're getting like 4 silicon every second. And gather 1 silicon a second. Distance required quite a bit. But we have some upgrades that we can get with the silicon. Delay the movement of this little square over here by 0.5. I'm guessing that's seconds, maybe. This just gets us more silicon per second each hover. And this one gets us more silicon per click, so I'm guessing if we click this square, we get, yep, even more than hovering. So we can just actually just spam click it, and we get quite a bit. But I also see we can get this upgrade, which means I'm guessing we get silicon automatically now. So yeah, we're just gaining 1 silicon each second. Upgrade that again, and again actually, and again, because we have so much distance right now. And we can also delay the movement of the silicon a few times. Like that, then we can just get a ton of silicon from it. You just spam click this. And through all that we can get even more silicon per click. And now we get just a ton of silicon. But we can also upgrade this again, so we'll do that. But it seems like this thing's really telling us to upgrade this. I don't know if that's just an arrow for telling us this is where the upgrades are, or the game wants us to do something about that. But for now, we'll just keep clicking this little square because that's what it wants us to do. We'll also upgrade this a bit more, so do that. And delay it even more because why not? But I've also noticed a button up here, show materials. But all that does is show silicon for now, but I also noticed this other thing called energy. And we haven't used that yet, so I wonder what that is. But I do see something that just popped up real shiny over here. It says energy tab, and I wonder maybe if those might be related. It says our current energy is 6. Yeah, that works out. Optimal energy is 0.24. I wonder what that means. Energy efficiency is 100%. That's really good. Speed penalty 0. That's also good. 5 silicon. Minus 5 silicon a tick if we want to turn this on, and plus 0.02 energy a tick if we turn this on. I don't think we're making enough silicon for that. Actually, we are making enough silicon either way, but we'll look at this one over here. We're getting more energy, more optimal energy, which I'm guessing is a drawback because then we'll need to have this above the optimal energy to be going at a good speed, I think, but that'll give us more speed. For now, I guess we will turn this on to see how that works out. And currently it's not doing much, and I'm guessing the tick is when this bar fills up, because we just got 0.02 energy there. So the ticks are actually pretty slow, so we're definitely making 5 silicon by that time, because we get probably around 30 for that, actually. And speed boost, I guess we'll turn on because we're making enough for that. So let's go back to the silicon tab, and we can just keep clicking our little silicon dot here. And I wonder, how much silicon do we get per click? I think we get just over 100 actually, which is quite a lot. And we're gonna need that if we want these upgrades, because these are some expensive upgrades. We're just gonna keep upgrading them. And the Explore tab is just the main tab. That's what this is. But I think we probably should upgrade our distance per second, or yeah, plus 6 kilometers a second. We'll upgrade that a lot since we have a ton of distance now. Now we're getting more than double of that. And we can also overclock our engine to get way more speed. That is a lot more than this one's getting us. 120 per second. And we can just keep upgrading that over and over again. So back in the energy tab, it looks like at 10,000 kilometers we can unlock a new upgrade, or whatever these are. And it looks like this goes pretty far. Because 128 million kilometers isn't a short distance. It looks like our optimal energy is now at 1.46, which isn't too much since our current energy is about 10 times that. And our rocket ship is still looking the same as the start, but hopefully we can change that. Already we can upgrade these a ton more again, so we'll upgrade these, and that almost doubled our kilometers per second again. So it's probably not going to take long until I can just upgrade again, just like that. Back down in the energy tab, now that we're at way past 10,000, we can double our output, but it costs 5,000 silicon, and based on the fact that it's grayed out, I'm gonna have to guess that we don't have 5,000 silicon. Now that we have 5,000 silicon, we'll probably click that out, and it seems like that has doubled the amount of energy we're getting per tick, but it's also doubled the amount that the silicon is being taken away. But that's not a problem because we're getting about like 100 silicon per one of these ticks. Plus I've noticed a new little thing down here. It looks like a little solar system chart map. It says real shiny, game's telling us to go here, but seems like it is our solar system. We have Pluto actually down here. We have the moon, we have an asteroid belt even. But currently, seems like we unlock the silicon tab for being on the Earth. So at the moon, which is quite far away, 384,000 kilometers, we unlock the aluminum tab. And at Mars, which is even farther away, won't likely be there for a while, we'll unlock iron. And Venus and Mercury don't seem to really be unlockable currently. So back in the upgrades tab, we seem to have a new upgrade, override ship speed limit, which requires 45,000. We'll do that, and it just gained us 100 kilometers per second for one upgrade. That's even better than this one, which was already crazy fast. So we'll just upgrade this a few times, and just upgrade all of these. So we are almost at 1,000 kilometers a second now. Pretty fast, isn't it? Back in the energy tab, looks like our next little upgrade is at 200,000 kilometers, then ramps up pretty fast from there, all the way up to 78 million. But I think we should have enough silicon for this now, or not, because it's not working. So we'll head over to the silicon tab. We'll get a few more clicks off this little green dot. And I just realized a new silicon upgrade has just appeared. And this one says add bit upgrade 2 to silicon. Now I have no idea what that means, but I guess we'll do it, because why not? And I don't know what that did, but we're just gonna do more upgrades so we can get more silicon. Because currently silicon seems like our best friend here. So we'll take that and we'll upgrade this a ton, because we haven't upgraded this in a long time. Now we're getting what seems like almost 100. We're actually getting a total of 78 silicon gain. So that's pretty fast compared to being taken up right now. So that won't be a problem for a while. Back in the upgrades tab, we can do a few more upgrades. And we've just reached our speed of over 1,000 kilometers a second. So seems like we're doing pretty good so far. But this upgrade itself is almost getting us 1,000 kilometers a second. Both of these upgrades are pretty efficient. This one is pretty slow compared to these two though. So we can upgrade this a few times. And we just reached 200,000 kilometers total. Meaning, I think if we go down here, actually the moon is at 384,000. What am I talking about? But we can upgrade these more, so we'll do that. And it doesn't look like it'll take too long before we can get to 360,000 or whatever the moon took. So we'll get a few more silicon pieces. And we'll upgrade more silicon pieces. And also upgrade that once. And let's head over to here. And our rocket ship isn't looking too different so far. But back in the engineer tab, we can do some more upgrades. And now this upgrade itself is getting us 1,000 total. If we upgrade that, just getting a little bit more. So far we're going pretty fast. A little faster than walking speed, I'd say. And with our speed of 1,792 kilometers a second, we have not much longer until we'll get 384,000 kilometers. We're almost there. Probably about maybe 10 more seconds. And about 10 more seconds later, it says we're at the moon. So we've unlocked our aluminum tab. So let's check that out. And it says +1 aluminum per level. Cost 1,200 silicon. Looks like it's got a max of 20 level. So looks like we just get aluminum automatically. We can't just click like the silicon. We got this little moon down here dropping aluminum into our ship. So we'll upgrade this a few times because, yeah, we have quite a bit of silicon. And you can see here that the moon is definitely dropping aluminum into our ship here. We have a little pipe going over to it. And we have unlocked pretty much a new little upgrade over here called Unlock an Engineer Upgrade, which, you might have guessed it, unlocks one of these upgrades. We have a ton of distance now, so we'll just upgrade these like crazy. And I'm guessing our next engineer upgrade is going to be through this. So we're going to go get a few more silicon pieces. Just click on this thing a few times. Might take a while, but we'll get there eventually. We'll also upgrade these, because more silicon equals more upgrades. And now that we got like 25,000 basically, we should be able to go to the aluminum tag and upgrade this a few times. And this looks like a lot better of a deal. We probably should have done that upgrade a few times before we just mindlessly clicked this upgrade. Now we need more silicon. Almost said aluminum there. Can't even think right now. Up here in the materials tab, seems like we got 1,000 aluminum so far. So halfway there. We're just gonna collect a ton of silicon and sell it away to some random space being so we can buy more upgrades. We'll upgrade some of these some more so we can get aluminum offline and click the aluminum tab, not the silicon tab, so we can upgrade this more and that more. And it looks like our energy is doing pretty well too. But we do have a new upgrade that costs 1 energy to double our output again. So why not do that a few times? We probably can't do it again because we'll go in depth with our energy. So we'll probably not do that, but we are getting 8 kilometers a second from our speed boost. And this only doubled this one. So if we want to double this one more, we have to double with 11,000 silicon. But right now, we're gaining more optimal energy than we are normal energy, so we definitely need to upgrade this one more. And through clicking a little green dot, that should solve all our problems. Then we click a few little blue buttons over here, and we should solve our problems even more. And after that, we can go back to Energy tab, and upgrade this. And upgrade it again. And now we're losing silicon pretty fast. But we're gaining so much that we're basically losing nothing. And if we go back to our aluminum tab, we can now buy an engineer upgrade, so we'll get that. And our engineer upgrade is to add a thruster to your ship and boost thruster speed, which is 2 things in one. And we need 1.6 million distance, so we'll upgrade these for now. And currently we only have 1 million distance, so we're gonna have to wait quite a bit. And if I remember correctly, yep, at 78 million we get to Mars, which is pretty far. And we are 0.01% of the way out of the solar system. Thanks for the motivation game. And you are 0% out of the observable universe. And that also helps with motivation game. Go back to our Explore tab. Our ship does not look like it has any upgrades on it, but we'll probably change that soon, hopefully. But our overclock engines upgrade just got maxed out, so looks like we're not upgrading that anymore, and we only have one more upgrade to go on this one before it's maxed out too. Back over in the aluminum tab, we can buy even more aluminum, because our next engineer upgrades cost 12,000 aluminum. And in a few seconds from now, we should be able to get our first upgrade on adding a thruster to our ship and boosting the thruster's speed. And we just got our final upgrade on this one, so we'll max that out, and it's nice to see 2 maxed out upgrades. But we can finally upgrade this for the first time, and it got us 1,000 for the first upgrade, which is insanely high amount of speed per upgrade. And it says it unlocks skills at max level down there, so wonder what that means. We'll have to get this to max level though first, which probably is going to take a while. Going off of the fact that it cost pretty much 300,000 more each upgrade. But for now we'll just keep upgrading this one. And we'll get more silicon, so we can upgrade our speed even more. Also click these 2 buttons a little more. So down here it actually tells us how much we get with these upgrades, so I'm guessing the dot stays in place for 5.5 seconds. We get 56 silicon per hover on, what am I saying, per second while hovering, and 176 per click, which is a lot of silicon. And we'll hop over to the engineer tab and upgrade this again. Now we're getting an extra 2,000 from that upgrade. Upgrade that again, and we should be able to get that one to max probably around the same time we get this one to max, because they look like they're going at the same speed up. And it looks like we now also get 3 more engineer upgrades with our 12,000 aluminum here, and there's nothing after that. So if we head back over to the engineer tab, we have quite a bit more. But these ones are interesting because they cost resources, not distance. This one, reactivate unused solar panels, we can get right now, and it gets us 5 energy per level and 400 kilometers per second per level. So upgrade that a few times. I'll upgrade this and this one again because they only cost distance. This one, we don't even have magnesium, and we don't have water either. Don't even know how we're gonna get those. This one takes aluminum, which is pretty expensive and rare to us right now, but we can just go over here and click this button a few times to get more aluminum. So with that, we'll be able to upgrade this, which gets us 3 energy per second and 890 kilometers per second for stream solar winds. We'll do that, and we'll get upgrade one of those again. It also looks like we're gonna get this to max before that, even though this upgrade came before that one. But we are getting 5,000 kilometers a second just from this upgrade. After waiting for a little bit, we can upgrade all 3 of these again. That one actually upgraded twice. We'll grab that one too. And heading back over to the chart, we are 0.02% out of the solar system. What a motivation. But we are traveling 15,000 kilometers a second, which is pretty fast. And we head over back to the Silicon tab and get a few more upgrades. Upgrade a few more other things by clicking some buttons, and then click this button a few times. We should get Silicon. And this green dot stays in one spot for quite a while now, which is helpful for my clicking. And we're getting quite a bit for upgrade. 16 silicon per click every upgrade. So now we're getting 200 silicon per click and 56 silicon per second while hovering over it. We'll grab a few more of those upgrades and head over to the aluminum tab. And in here, we're gonna max out this one and do another upgrade on here. And with that said, we can get 35 aluminum per level. Don't know what that delayed reaction was, but we'll just continue on. And it costs less too, so there's really no point in upgrading the other one at this point. It's just better in 2 ways. Gets you more aluminum, and it's at a lowered silicon cost. So we'll build up a ton of silicon, do some more upgrades, and hopefully we can upgrade that thing a few times by the end of this. We're almost at 100,000 silicon here, so finish that up in a second, and there we go. Actually, before we go over, we'll do some upgrades. Wait, what am I doing? Can't upgrade those yet. And then we'll upgrade this 3 times, because that looks like what we can do. We'll upgrade that once too, even though it's not worth it. I'll head back over to the engineer tab now, and we can upgrade this to max. Actually, now we're getting 11,000 kilometers from that a second, and this one is nowhere near max, and it's only getting us 2,600 kilometers a second. Compared to this one, that is not too much. We'll upgrade that again too, because we have enough aluminum. And we only need about 10 times our current distance to get to Mars. And currently, if we head over to the energy tab, we are getting basically 0.2 energy per second, or per tick, which is even slower. And I want more energy, so let's solve that. We click this green dot a few times, and that should solve our problems. Do a few upgrades to click the green dot more. Click that blue button. And now we're getting quite a bit of silicon. So we should be able to upgrade quite a bit after this. We're just going to get to 100,000 yen because that's a good number. And we'll upgrade these 2. And we have reached 8 million distance. Pretty far. We're just approaching 9 million distance actually. So now that we're at 100,000 there, we'll head back over to the energy tab and click this button 2 times. So now we're getting still not 1 energy per tick. So hopefully we can improve that. We're also losing quite a bit of silicon, but we're making way more, so it's not much of a worry right now for us. And we should probably focus on getting more aluminum too. So that's what we'll do. And after a quick few clicks, we're back at 100,000. Head over here, upgrade that twice and that once. So now we're getting 230 aluminum per second. It's better than before, so I can't complain. We've also reached 10 million kilometers distance total. So we can head over to the chart tab, and seems like we're 0.06% out of the solar system, and this still says 0%, so probably not gonna do that anytime soon. But we only need to get 7 times our current distance to go to Mars. Then we get iron. For now, we're gonna go to our engineer tab and upgrade more, because that makes our ship go faster. I don't know if this upgrade was always here, but seems like this will give us 2,000 kilometers per second per level. But we do need a tiny amount of 54 million distance. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. But if we head back over to our energy tab, we need 124,000 silicon to get at least 1 energy per tick, so we'll do that because I want at least 1 energy per tick. And after a quick millisecond for you guys and about 20 seconds for me, we've gotten to 130,000, which is well enough to upgrade something. I totally forgot. Oh, we're gonna upgrade this, yes. Now we're getting 1.28 energy per second, which the only thing it's being used for is getting more speed boost. But we can't do any more than that because then we're gonna go into debt with energy. And I didn't really know that could happen on the ship. But I should probably be expecting that because we're using energy. So if we head over to the engineer tab, we can upgrade this once and this once. And I think we should be able to upgrade this once too. So we can upgrade everything once. And if we head to the silicon tab, we can upgrade that once, and that once, and that once. And now we've traveled 15 million distance at 22,000 kilometers a second. Which apparently in this game, we're supposed to go to light speed too. Which is faster than where I'm going right now. And plus, we're almost at 0.1 of the way out of the solar system. So, that'll be such an achievement for us. Because that's only 1,000th of a way out, which is better than 1/10,000th. And we're still 0% out of the way of the observable universe, so gonna have to figure that out too. But we're going pretty fast, so we're already at 16.5 million in just about a minute from 15 million. So we'll upgrade our aluminum production more and more and get a little bit more silicon and some more silicon upgrades. And then if we head over to the chart tab, we are 0.1% of the way out of the solar system. So for now, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. We weren't able to make it to Mars, but maybe we could make another video where we make it to Mars, and hopefully someday we'll get that light speed. Because apparently you're supposed to go faster than light speed in this game. And right now it's not looking too good for us with that. But you can go check out the game on Steam. It's pretty new. So supporting the developers will probably help them out. So go buy it if you want to. But this will be it for this video, so see you next time. And goodbye.